Okay, hold on. I think YouTube's having a little problem, guys. I think. Okay, let's see if that time. Hold on. There we go. Exclusively if it has great stuff, good stuff to begin with. It's going to have something to begin with. Like I said, guys, Twitter and Discord are the best ways you guys can send me out, tweet me out, leave a comment on that. Numbers are always the same, 824-656-00. Alright guys, right now we're gonna go downstairs. You guys are still getting an hour and 35, then I'll be with my point afterwards, so... Like I said, if there's anybody in the chat that just has, Twitter, you guys can send me out, tweet me out, leave a comment as well. Never ask anything back in return. You guys can send me a phone request to Discord. Tell me you guys said hello. And, thank you again, TJ. Sorry guys, like I said, I had to restart a little some because it was having something a little bit bizarre, so I think we might be okay. And the way we normally do things, guys, we don't do S for S anymore. If you guys want support, the best way we do it is we watch the video in full, hit that like button, hit that red support button, so make sure it has good stuff in full, so you guys can see we have new ability. It's called the Dive of the Valkyries. Goes on to say you guys launch yourself into the air and come crashing down onto your enemies. I've also been trying to pin this. But other than that, guys, you guys can go to land at 32, Great Summit at 13. So let's go and assign this, guys. So I'm gonna do... How about we go with Triangle for the most part? If you guys have any other questions of why Cyberpunk got deleted from its Thursday and Friday slot, it's because, well, I have decided, guys, if you guys, for the breaking news that you guys just saw, from what you guys already heard already, that, you guys will begin new episodes of God of War from the 2018 Game of the Year. So the game itself will be back this Thursday and Friday, so I think I still have a save file on that. I think I do. But it's, like I said, guys, it's been a hell of a long time since I haven't played the damn game at this point. I do know God of War has been around for over a couple years, and until we figure out when that game's coming out, I for one will be getting hands on deck on it for God of War Ragnarok too. But other than that, guys, how is everyone doing tonight? Hope you guys are well, staying safe. But pretty soon when this virus clears, we still have no, anything to eject with or anything going forward, so... But I don't know. I am off till Thursday, and then like I said, my opponent really wants to spend time with my ass tonight. I told my opponent once he actually is gonna back from a nap, I asked her if it's okay if I can do 2 hours tonight. So, I don't expect it to be a problem at all, which I don't think it should be. So, I think we might be okay going forward, so... And I was really hoping, I was maybe thinking that Devin was going to be in the chat this morning, but I knew he would actually have school every Tuesday and Friday, so... But I don't think it's actually a terrible idea, so... All I have to say is anything you people have to have for lunch or anything for breakfast going forward, like say anything healthy, you've got to get yourself in that system. Got to make sure you guys don't have anything belching to have anything to eat at this point, so... But other than that, guys, you guys are still getting an hour and 35 minutes. But like I said, guys, that's right. God of War is making its return this Thursday and Friday, so... if you guys have any questions about that... If you guys think I sort of kept... if I sort of kept the Running Egg and Tuber... two groups in one that I'm always in the chat... If you guys think I sort of kept Cyberpunk, then... I don't think there was a particular reason why. I mean, Cyberpunk is a real good game, to be honest, but I just thought it was I've always thought it was going to be time to have God of War come out of its chains. So I'm like, you know what? Since you guys haven't seen God of War for quite some time, I'm going to give this game back into the assignment on the slot. So like I said, guys, God of War will be every Thursday and Fridays this week. So It'll be every Thursday and Friday. I do got plenty of days off that are coming up next week. So yeah, so I still have a little more plans going forward with God of War this month. Since I haven't had my ass slip on anything at all. So remember, guys, the key is about love, support, stuff that people want to see. But if you guys also want a shout out in the chat, that'd be okay too. My plans goal is to get up to 300 by the end of this year. So, C for one has not transferred her stuff or had her Android phone activated yet. She's actually still going to leave it up to the staff. So, if you guys have any questions about my beautiful romantic angel, that'd be okay too. Okay, guys, right now we're doing. And what kind of mission we're doing? We are actually doing the Island of Eels. So what we're trying to think for sure, guys, we're looking to face off against the Wingbot and free some of these partners, I would assume. So we're going to be doing some of that right now. So, and then possibly do something a little more wide in the range too. See how we're doing on time real quick again. See how we're doing. Okay, at least we're doing the rifle time this time, guys. Hopefully we're doing the rifle thing this time, so. We'll see what happens after the after party today, so. So right now we're looking at assassinate Wigmod. The names are always, there's actually a little more descriptive between W-I-Z-M-U-N-D. So we're looking to see where we can find this bastard real quick, so. We have a couple of these guys that are doing something. Between a little bit inside or outside the garden, I would assume. So I'm guessing it might be a little something to protect with. So yeah, like I said earlier, I'll say it again, guys. You guys are not getting new episodes of Cyberpunk 2077 on Thursday and Fridays. That has actually been passed to God of War. But there's Thursday and Fridays every week, so I'm thinking I can do an hour and 35 minutes every Thursday and Fridays for that. Black Ops Cold War is staying an hour and 25 to an hour and a half every 3 to 4 days a week, so Black Ops Cold War will have a new episode tomorrow night, as we speak. Alright, you son of a bitch, let's get this guy out of here. Say goodnight, buddy. If these enemies want something inside of me, go right ahead. I am not difficult to kill, I'm telling you. But that shield is already making a super-sized mistake already. Nice blood for your damn thirst, buddy. Like I said, baseball was okay this morning. The only person that was in the chat this morning, I was expecting a little bit more. The Running Egg and Tubers group, altogether, most of us in the chat, but... Like I said, guys, it's all about having love, respect, and having a lot of good stuff that people can see. But if you guys really want a shout-out, so people can actually leave a good comment and see what you guys been up to, that'd be okay, too. So like I said, guys, God of War will be making its premiering return this Thursday and Fridays. So we'll be starting this Thursday after I get off at 5. So, you guys are gonna find it a little more interesting since it's been a long time. I'm telling you. The last time I've ever played God of War as a former Game of the Year nominee, it's been a long time. I kid you guys not. It's been a long time, frequently and not domestically afterwards. So, between the first time and the last time, since I never had a stupid problem or anything, so I think we might be okay. So I told my partner if I can do 2 hours, or maybe if not, to stick to a 1 hour tonight. So basically, I think we already killed Wigmod already. You guys can see in the chat tonight. So like I said, God of War is already taken over Cyberpunk's spot. Something for me. For the king to start as we speak, so we guys are gonna find a little more interest on by the time I get God of War Ragnarok this year. But I don't think E3 is going to announce that. Probably, if I had to maybe really guess right now, guys, I still think God of War Ragnarok will still be announced by the time we reach the E3 this year. But E3 always happens every middle of June, because I'll be turning 28 by the time we get a little more closer. Hey, what's up, brother Mark? How you doing? Bad news, brother. You're not going to be seeing new episodes of Cyberpunk every Thursday and Fridays anymore. Why? I mean, the game itself's been really good. The game itself is really good, despite the stupid damn connection problem that I've only had maybe the last couple times before the end of January. So I have decided Cyberpunk is no longer getting new episodes. So guess what game I'm gonna be starting to go back to. By the way, I'm pretty sure you're going to like this. So guess what game I'm gonna be going back to.
You should return to camp.
It's one game. It's one game you have not even seen for a while. It's Size of a Z. If you have a clue in the chat, brother, how you doing tonight?
Going forward, I must take care. Houses
And that game will begin its 8th episode this Thursday.
That will take longer.
And that is
But you have a new friend and ally in
God of War, from the 2018 Game of the Year GOTY. I mean, I would maybe really expect that to have something good. Hey, what's up, Zayden? How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Hit that like button, brother, and Zayden. My highest likes is 29. My second place highest views is 195. First place views for a long time is 113 views. I think it was Sonic Mania back then for PS4 back then, but you guys are having to return this Thursday and Fridays every week for God of War, the 2018 Game of the Year. Was that said, did very well. Back when God of War became Game of the Year, the graphics were very solid. The gameplay itself was very interesting. I mean, the only way God of War would have been the main personal thing that God of War did quite well was the gameplay and the graphics. The graphics were really good. One dislike, that's fine. Watch time is included. I don't give a damn what's going on with that person. But what's you been up to tonight, brother and Zayden? Anything interesting? But yeah, God of War will be this Thursday and Fridays. I don't expect it to have any more injections.
What are you doing?
From the PS4 to my PS5 is the #1 seed, so I for one don't think it's going to be a problem. You guys will have no problem by the time I start God of War and continue its series.
You betrayed us.
And by the time I do, guys, I am possibly really thinking about buying God of War Ragnarok soon. But they don't have a pre-order for that yet, so I'm waiting on that to come out for pre-order for PS5, Final Fantasy 16, Horizon 2, Forbidden West, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, Dragon Age 4, and there's some numerous games. There's one or two more games that I did that I don't know if I'm really in for getting some of that or not, but those are the games I'm planning on buying soon. I still have the first 3 pre-orders that are intact, guys. Running Egg and Tubes group. Great content altogether. Okay, guys, we're going to kill Galen and his allies, so like I said, guys, God of War will be this Thursday and Friday, so I don't expect it to be a big concern or a bad issue going forward, so. Or even a stupid health issue on that, so. I think we might be okay. Well, these creeps do not need to be stung from me. Looks like this guy's about to die. Hold up a minute. Let me insert left you real quick. So yeah, my opponent is still not going to be coming in the chat, despite the new phones he's trying to get activated. So she's still going to leave it up to the staff. So I think she's going to be back in probably sometime this week. I think, as most of us already know, Belle's not going to be back until Friday. So. If one of you guys in the chat can give her a heads up by Friday that I'm going to be doing God of War by then, we still have no serious doubts. Someone get this guy out of here. Say goodnight, buddy. Looks like Gallus might be a little easy right now, with some good help. And I think we will. Oh, ouch. Heal, heal. There we go. Well, a little bit of fire never hurt or anything, so. Didn't have to. Didn't do anything. Okay, there we go, guys. He had no... Absolute little more no problem between them. That's what these guys really want to get a pain with anything else completed, huh? Oh, ouch. Be nice if he got himself down instead of grabbing a little bit. Okay. Alright. Well, he's dead too. Which is actually not a terrible problem. Well, like I said, God of War will be this Thursday and Fridays every week, starting this Thursday and Fridays. So, even though it's been a good long time, I like God of War. You know, it's one of the best RPG franchises of all time since the beginning. But the only God of War I did beat was Saints of Olympus for the PS Vita back then, so that game was real nice. That game was real nice to say the least. The same with well, God of War 3 was okay. I mean, I didn't like the third one, but I do know the fourth one that they made a couple years ago did very well. Did very well between its graphics, the gameplay, and the goodest combat it's been bringing for a long time. And I am a little more looking forward to God of War Ragnarok. I don't know if it's coming out this year or maybe wait until next year. I would assume it probably won't be until then, for sure. But it all depends. The next time Running It's On Live will be February 4th this week. I'm gonna go and send this person a Valhalla on this one. So he'll be live back on this Friday. Wait, no, Thursday. It'll be on 7:30. I might be able to jump in the chat with Running Egg a little bit, which I don't think it's going to be a problem. But how are you and Bale doing, brother? Anything good? Or not exactly? Something about looting a shop? Okay. Alright, as far as Tuba goes, he won't be live till later on, maybe a little bit later on this week. Oh my goodness, Soma. Looks like Soma got a little more shot at, a little bit. But the main enemy and the other one that got a little bit projected or something.
Get this Drenger back to the longboats. We're going home.
Look at that in the chat, guys. Almost completed towards Resurrection. At least he's going to try to be safe a little bit, as we try to take care of her. But it's a good way to have healthcare too. Have some good allies, some good people to help for it, and so they don't go to anything. Okay, we lost 2. No surprise between the case, but okay. So not be a big concern. It's not going to be able to be a big of a concern actually. How are we doing on time? We're gonna get the news in just another minute, guys. We're gonna start with the top answer on this one.
We killed the wrong warrior, Eivor.
If you guys still want a shout out in the chat through Running Egg and Tuba, let me know. See if there's anything you guys like to discuss. Frequently or more of a general thing to look upon it. But I think Silva might be okay, depending if she did not get hurt a whole lot. I would think.
As may be all trust in me.
Well, Soma did not get killed a whole lot, so she was trying to protect herself the same way the way I've been doing. That's a good medicinal thing. Let's go with the middle one. We're gonna go right above that. All right, guys, we're gonna get to some news right about now. If you guys have a Twitter, you can do so by following me on Twitter at ZachDawson. 824-65600. But if you guys want to know what the 2 letters that are only capitalized, and that would be the J and the D, my first. If you guys can share me out, tweet me out, leave a comment, stay connected all together. You guys can send me your first and last name information on Twitter information to the chat so we can follow each other, and also see what we got going in Tag 2. Not just Twitter, guys. If you guys also have a Discord, you guys can send me a phone request. Tell me you guys said hello. Let me know if you guys want the chit chat too. By doing the same thing as always, between not wrapping anything up going forward. The way we normally still do things, guys, is we stay connected. We watched our videos in full. Like them in full. Share them. Hit that red support button. Leave a good comment. Stay connected. Never ask for support back. Add it to a playlist. And if you guys also want to vote for the idol, hopefully, I'm guessing there might be one coming up. Maybe. Depending if this virus will end soon. Which I'm pretty sure it might. Hopefully. But yeah, guess we'll vote to land at 32. Great Summon at 13. Well, guys, we're gonna get to some news right about now. Today is February 2nd. Good evening. So, even though the temperature is going to be a little more down and out, I think I'm going to survive this cold since my schedule's been a little more changing every week, every 2 weeks. So, and plus it'll be 4 years by the time I reach the 23rd of this month. See if I can go for new core hours. I don't expect it to be a problem, so. Alright guys, let's start with our first article tonight. Of collectible of the Order of the Ancients Medallion. That's nice. Well, we still have the same weapon as usual. So we're gonna go for 2 skill ones. Okay guys, we have 2 of them. You guys can tell me in the chat what you guys think. You guys say we should do 2.3 melee damage, 2.0 critical damage, same with melee, 2.3, ability damage 1.7, stealth 1.7, 2.3 on range, 4.2 on evasion, 1.7 on stealth. This stealth has the same thing also. 7.0 range resistance. We also have range 2.3. We also have 1.2. Critical 2.0. I'm gonna go 2.3 on melee. Melee damage a little bit more. Then unlocks stealth and melee resistance. Okay, and then the next thing I'll go with, guys, is critical chance. It's actually 2.0 for that one. It's actually increased 2.0. Because I think it'll be a little more successful around that today, too. And it usually unlocks most of these, too. Okay, guys, first article, 5 hours ago. We actually have a big release date announced. Of a game called, as you guys can see, Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Legendary Edition May, as it has a May release date announced. I actually have played one game only. It goes by the name of Mass Effect Andromeda. Now the thing about Mass Effect Andromeda, guys, that game itself is a little more good, I would assume. But I actually didn't beat the entire game event. Didn't experience any of the nationwide or anything for it. So before we go back to the one thing with returning to our main person, I'm gonna go right over here. So so as you guys may know, Mass Effect Legendary Edition, which includes 1, 2, and 3. I don't know if Andromeda is gonna be in that book or not. So basically, guys, the game itself will be coming out on May 14th. May 14th for PC, for Origin, Steam, PS4, Xbox One. But it will be maybe available for PS5 and the 2 Xbox systems backward compatibility. The question is, do I want the game itself? No. I really don't. I mean, I did play a little bit of Mass Effect Andromeda back then, but for me, I don't think so. I mean, Mass Effect is a really nice franchise at this point. I'm just going to go with one quest, so I can get through this one thing. So we'll see what happens from there. Why Mass Effect Legendary Edition won't come to PS5 and Xbox Series X? Let me jump on that real quick.
What do you have to
Double check the shop real quick. 150, 50. Okay, guys, we also have 120 and 150. Well, we do have one contract that we need to do real quick.
You go on, I'll still
And that's according to Rebecca Valentine, so... I mean, I would maybe see Mass Effect Legendary Edition maybe come to the PS5, but I'm not gonna even try to make a big example out of the question out of it. I mean, I think it would be real nice, but I don't know. Maybe. But at least it'll be backwards compatibility on that. So, Mass Effect Legendary Edition, less than a remake, but it's more of a remaster. Let me dump on that real quick. Guys are still getting an hour and 35 here. That's according to Cat Bailey. Okay, guys, let's follow some of this real quick too. So I know, guys, we're gonna go to this one thing when it comes to the river a little bit. And also the backward music is still a little bit entertaining too. A little bit advising too, I would assume. So guys, right now we're gonna get this contract we're doing is called the Zom's Viking Code. So we want to go right over there so we can actually see what this contract is. You guys can also check out an announcement trailer of a game that's been out for maybe since last year. A game called Judgment. For PS5, 2 Xbox systems, and Stadia. The question if I'm gonna buy that one too, yes and no. Probably not. I mean, I have heard that the graphics for Judgment are not bad. For the game itself is a little bit good, but I'm not a Judgment fan. You guys can check out a little bit of an also interesting fact. If you guys have a game called Red Dead Online, aka Red Dead Redemption 2, you guys can claim a special gift bundle. 2 times rewards for Head for the Hills, and some extra stuff. You guys can look upon that. Well, we're not going to kill these 2 bastards, because they're actually part of the good guys for us. The Mass Effect, if you guys want to know when Mass Effect Legendary is coming out, it's coming out on May 14th. I will also be putting some extra days down, too. And the release date for Mass Effect Legendary is not going to be one of them. Which I'll tell you guys a little bit later on so far, so it all depends. Crunchyroll partners with Adidas and Sabrina Alba will develop a sci-fi series. What does that mean? Let's jump on that a little bit. Actually, let's try to expand a little bit, see what we're looking at real quick. Okay, guys, according to Adam Bankhurst today, Crunchyroll has announced that it has partnered with Adidas and Sabrina Alba. In conjunction with Adidas Green Door Pictures and Sabrina's Pink Tail Pictures, to develop a Dante, a dark fantasy series, guys, for the streaming service. Now, alongside the news itself, Crunchyroll has also, guys, in the chat, the running egg and tuber, that the service has surpassed the 4 million supporter milestone of January of last month, with just 6 months after bringing the 3 million supporter mark. I think that's a little more advertising, to be honest. I mean, you look at the size of one of the 4 million supporters milestone from last month, the very first month of January of every year. I think that's a little more interesting too. Now the thing about Dante, guys, is was this actually also going to be a working title? It's an Afro-futuristic science fiction series that is set in a city where the rise of the biotechnology has created this ever-widening gap between the haves and have-nots, as there's going to be 2 rising stars from either the side of this divide are pitted against each other in a story that will ultimately explore equally in kinship within a corrupt society. I think it might be a little more of an interesting story. I mean, of a series. I think there might be a little something to be about for sure, but I mean, well, Sailor Moon has a real nice series. Between 4 to 5 Sailor Scouts, to be honest, and then you have Belle as the legendary on that, so we'll see what happens from there. Oh shit, I'm sorry. At least we can get ourselves on top of this hill, I think. Okay, so the Albas between the 2 guys, so that would be Adidas and the other one I did mention earlier, went on state, and I quote, "They are actually really excited to announce this deal on their first anime. We are both fans of the genre and see a huge opportunity to create something unique for a powerhouse like Crunchyroll. The story of Dante is actually our very first collaboration as producers together, is one that is close to our hearts. Unquote. I think Dante might be a real nice series when it comes to a fantasy series. I don't think Rick and Morty is pretty much out of that projection or anything on this occasion. But Rick and Morty is a real nice comedy, fantasizing series, so I think it'll be interesting to look upon that. So we're gonna actually see what it might be going up forward. Oh shit! But at least we got some of his hit points that he cannot try to linger himself a little bit. No, he cannot. Oh crap! Sorry. Okay, quick heal. I don't want to just have this creep, get me out of my sockets. Okay guys, back to news. Jared Leto's new Joker look for Justice League has been teased. Now, the very first appearance he did make, guys, by Jared Leto, I did know I think he did quite good. Not as bad as the Joker in the very first Suicide Squad movie at this point, so that's according to Matt Porcelo. I mean, I would not get rattled into it right now, because I have no big plans yet for the second Justice League Suicide Squad movie yet. I do know Margaret Robbie is coming back soon for it, so it all depends how that's going to square off. So, guys, to look at the ranked Mayhem gameplay. The Destruction All Stars S with 3 pluses. Guys, to check that out on YouTube. EA Sports College Football is returning. That's right, guys. I think this is actually the very first extraordinary time that I've heard about this already. The last time they've ever made college football, guys, which actually stands for the 5 letters, that would be NCAAF. You know, I do remember the futuristic on that. But let me jump on that real quick. According to Anna Bankers from this afternoon today, guys, for the first time since the 2013's College Football 14 is EA Sports will be making this return into college football, which I think it'll be a little more interesting, to be honest. There, it was actually announced on Twitter. A small tease that college football is coming back. As EA revealed, it will be partnering with CLC, the nation's leading collegiate trademark license company. But I think like I said, I think it's going to be very, not frustrating, I think it'll be a little more something to look upon that. To become the exclusive developer of simulation college football video game experiences.